These boxes have gotten so expensive. I'm talking about the 24-25 Upper Deck O-Pee-Chee Platinum hobby boxes, which are now running for around $450 for one box. I picked this one up here along with a box of ice and extended series from the same season last year at the National, and I paid around $500 total for all three. I set them aside for a video, and around 8 months later, I am here to go ahead and open this on up. Ideally, would love to find some Celebrini cards. Elaine Hutson would be super nice. A lot of nice rookies from last year's class, and I'm just hoping to have a good time. So we will determine today, is a box of O-Pee-Chee Platinum really worth half $1,000? Let's find out. Celebrini has been really great, not only this year, but also at the Olympic break, even though they didn't win gold for Team Canada. But I am just blown away by how expensive his cards have gotten. I've been seeing even some of his Cup RPAs outsell Sidney Crosby Cup RPAs, which is crazy to think for such a young talent, but he definitely seems to be the real deal. Now, I am looking for his stuff in here, as well as I mentioned Lane Hutson. I'm not sure if Will Smith's in here. That would also be nice. But I'm just hoping to find some good cards. I believe when I got this box, it was probably around $250 if I had to do a little bit of mental math on what Ice used to be and what Extended Series used to be. And I did pick these up at the National last year for the Rapper Redemption program, which is why it is cut and it doesn't have the seal on it for the shrink wrap, but it still does have, I managed to keep it intact with about half of the regular seal. So this is a box that I got from Steel City, which I remember being jealous, and I kind of put off opening this for a bit because I was tempted to buy some Ultimate Collection last year, and someone actually hit the Ovechkin 101 logo shield out of one of those Ultimate boxes that I didn't buy. So I don't know if maybe they just had a crazy loaded table and we'll find even like a golden treasures out of here, but I'm excited. It's been long enough. I only discovered the price of this because I was looking to see, honestly, if I'd waited long enough for this to be a year old, to kind of do like, oh, a year in retrospective of O-Pee-Chee Platinum. And that's when I was like, yo, this thing's like almost $500. That's crazy. So yeah, let's see what we can find. Look for autograph rookie cards. I think if we're lucky, we should find 2 in the box. Most likely, I think we'll just have 1. But it says 5 serial numbered cards per box. So let's see who we can find in the color. If you're not familiar with Upper Deck Platinum, it's like Topps Chrome, Panini Prism. It's the Chromium stock product. This is a Sunset parallel of Lekker-Maki. This is the Retro and the Gautier, not bad. Our Playmakers, Cole Perfetti. And then the Marquee Rookies. Alrighty. So the appeal of O-Pee-Chee Platinum is those on-card rookie autos. I'm not sure who we shall find in here. Maverick Bork on the Rainbow. Svechnikov, Sunsets. Sweet Selections, Bork. I'm just excited to open this on up. I really want to open the Extended Series. I just haven't come up with a good theme for that video yet, because I really want to find the canvas. That's why I bought it back in the days. I wanted the Celebrini canvas where he's coming out of like the shark display. Man, that's such a cool card. Pedersen, Sunsets, Austin Matthews. Showmanship, Dylan Larkin. All right, nothing numbered just quite yet. Pickering, Lilberg, Lane Hutson on the rookie. I got some sleeves chilling. So let's sleeve up the Lane Hutson. I'm also using my fancy Upper Deck mat. Pretty zoomed in because I wasn't sure, because it's surrounded by faces. Here, let me zoom out. It's surrounded by faces. It's kind of old, but we've got Connor McDavid up there. I want to say that's... Is that Borkov? That's not Matthew Tkachuk. Originally I thought it was Matthew Tkachuk, but it doesn't really look like him. Kucherov down here. Austin Matthews somewhere. Erik Karlsson on the Sharks. But yeah, the faces. I didn't know if it would freak out. Whoop, that's the wrong way. Look at my messy desk. Or don't. Please don't perceive my messy desk, actually. I didn't know if it'd freak out the autofocus. It used to freak out the autofocus when I would use this mat, so I was like, yeah. But also, I want to flex my cool mat, so there we go. Matte break there. Platinum on the Airson. We got a pink. Mancini. We have a regular platinum pile? We do. Victor Mancini, Pink Magma. This is not numbered. All right, so we haven't had anything numbered yet. Our Playmakers on the Drysdale. We are a third of the way through the box. This pack felt extra thick, but let's see what we've got in here. Looks like another Magma. Drysdale, Magma. Rizov, Hothman, Sweet Selections. Malatesta, Lee. Righty. The hits are hiding from us so far. We've had 3 Sunsets, 2 Magmas. This will be our 3rd Rainbow. Huberdeau. Oh, is that Huberdeau maybe, actually? Before he got traded? Now I'm going to have to look it up. I don't want to look up Panthers facts. Ew. Lindell. Oh, this was upside down. First auto. Marinating for the Senators. I almost missed it somehow, and then I was like, wait, what's that blue? I didn't even notice the card was upside down. I was too distracted by looking at the Anton Lindell there. Marinating is our first auto unnumbered on card of the box. Okie dokie. I hope we get a second one. If this has been sitting around for months on end for a base auto, I would be a little disappointed. That's my fault, though, for procrastinating so long. We got something blue. Blue is the pretty color. Luchenko, Austin Matthews, like a blue crystal, Michael Bunting. Fragments, 33 of 125. There's a Bedard. Non-rookie Bedard. I haven't looked at Bedard rookie year pricings to see how much his stuff has gone up. But this is our first numbered. So we should be getting 4 more if we meet the average. What do we got going on here? Got a Violet Pixel by the looks of it. Ogren, rookie silver. Moltenbo on the Violet Pixels. 296 of 299. That's lower numbered than usual, isn't it? Michkov on the marquee rookie. I feel like I'm used to Violet Pixels being numbered to 499. Maybe it is a little more rare this year. I do like the way it looks. It's a pretty card. So 299 and 125 for our color so far. We got 4 packs left. Please, I want another auto. Please. Give me something fun. I know I said I like that Violet Pixels, but I want more fun than that. Panarin on the O-Pee-Chee Premier. These are a bit rare, aren't they? JT Miller. McTavish. That's fun. I like that. Bonus autograph. We had the Lane Hutson for the Canadiens. You know, I was thinking if I should wear my Canadien shirt, and then I was like, you know, every time I wear my Canadien shirt, people are like, I thought you were a Lightning fan. Be like, I am. I can like 2 teams. I also like the Sharks. I'm a big fan of Sharky. And then Celebrini's pretty sweet, so, you know, I appreciate the Sharks. Tampa's still my #1 team. But with my mom being from Montreal, and I have a lot of Canadiens merchandise, more than you'd expect, I do like collecting the Canadiens cards too. Me and my mom fight over who gets to keep custody of all the Canadiens cards I pull. But this is super cool. I'm very happy with that. All right, 2 base autos, but you know what? I'm happy with the 2 base. And then we also had a Celebrini base. You know what would make this box sweet? Would having a Golden Treasures in the last 3 packs. That would be sick. I've never pulled a Golden Treasures out of Platinum. I've pulled out of Allure before. I pulled 2 out of Allure. A few years ago, I pulled the Crosby Auto Golden Treasures. That's not a Golden Treasures. That is gold-esque, though. But I also pulled some... I don't remember his name, unfortunately. It was a Ducks rookie. Base out of Allure. Last year? I don't know what season it was, though. I pulled it last year, but I don't know what product. I don't... It might have been 24-25, a Ducks rookie. Anyways, Panarin here. Jason Robertson showmanship. And then what are you? Kreider. That is seismic gold to 50. So each numbering we pulled, that's a thick sleeve. Why is there a thick sleeve? All my sleeve piles are mixed up. That's why half the time I feel like in videos, I don't even sleeve them on camera because I feel like I'll grab one and I'll have to just keep grabbing and it's embarrassing and I should just leave them unsleeved. But I already committed to sleeving. Alrighty, so we've had a Michkov, a Hutson rookie, a Celebrini rookie, marinating rookie auto. That's like a 23, 24? Yeah, design. That's why I think I missed it initially. Molten Bow to 299, Bunting 125, Chris Kreider 50, Lane Hutson. Hopefully 2 more numbereds. I would like one of those greens to 10. I think those are very pretty. Looks like we may have a Frost to 40. Let's see. Steven Stamkos. Jake Ottinger. Marchessault, Nick Foligno. Arctic Freeze to 99. Why did I think it was to 40? I don't know why I thought it was to 40. Yeah, Arctic Freezes are to 99. All right, so we went down and then up and then down and then up. So theoretically, if there is a true pattern to the box, our next parallel should be lower numbered. I don't think it's real, but, you know, I can dream. Red Prism, I think, is like 150 or 200. Okie dokie. Kuzmenko, Connor Geeky, and Jeremy Swayman on the Red Prism to 199. Okie dokie. I would say not bad on the numbered pulls, though. You know, when we went through a third of the box with absolutely nothing, I was a bit sketched out. I don't know what the Hutsons go for, because I'm going to keep him anyways. I don't know if we hit our 450. I mean, the Hutson's nice. I'm definitely not mad at that. I do think I would hit my money back on my initial box price if it was like 250, which I want to say it was, right? To end up at 500 at the show, probably 250 and like 110 and 130-ish, plus maybe some, you know, give it a little bit here, lower, maybe a little higher on the other one, somewhere around there. That sounds right, I think, for extended and ice back in the day. So if this was about 250 to 275, we definitely did all right. 450, I don't know about that, depending on what the Hutsons go for, but he is just a base auto. But I'm very happy with it. I like that base auto. Definitely keeping that. Marinating, you might find on my eBay store. I can't imagine it's too much, but it's nice that it's on card if you're a fan of the Senators. Chris Kreider to 50, Foligno to 99, Bunting to 125, Swayman to 199, and the Molten Bow to 299. Celebrini base, Hutson base, and the Michkov base. No Michkov or Celebrini color, no Hutson color, but we did have the auto, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm not sure if ripping O-Pee-Chee Platinum is necessarily the best idea in 2026, but if you hit big, you're definitely going to hit big. I would say this was a pleasant box, although maybe nothing super duper crazy. I do like O-Pee-Chee Platinum though, and I do think 25, 26 Platinum is coming soon. I don't know exactly when, but if you all would like to see me open that on up, let me know in the comments down below. I'm very easy to convince to open hockey. As long as that's not 500 a box, I'm definitely easy to convince to open up hockey. But yeah, also let me know whether you'd like to see Ice or Extended Series open up next. On Friday, we do have a new release that I'm planning on grabbing for you guys to open, but otherwise next week, I'm not sure what I'll be opening up next week just quite yet. But the 3 Sunsets, which I will say look kind of close to the base. I do like the Sunsets. Usually they're more orange and easy to stand out. We didn't have any aquamarines this year. I do like those. I like the little fishies, so I hope that they still have aquamarines. But some years I think they don't have aquamarines. And then we did have the 2 pink magmas, which I think look really cool under the camera. Without the, like, yay, cool lighting setup, I feel like they don't look as cool. But they look really cool on camera. So that's pretty neat. But again, this was my favorite pull. So I had a good time. If you all had a good time with me, make sure you hit the like button. If you're like, this sucked, I hate you, you stink, go ahead and hit the dislike button. That's your prerogative. I'll take the feedback. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns that I've just been hoarding 24-25 sealed product in my apartment for 8 months, go ahead and leave that in the comments down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and join me on my journey here on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And we've been growing a lot lately. And all of those of you who are new, thank you so much for joining me. And all of those of you who have been here for a long time, thank you for sticking with me. So I hope that you all have been enjoying things and having a good time alongside me as I open stuff on up and share with you all. Speaking of opening stuff up and sharing with you all, wouldn't be possible in part thanks to our channel members. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to go out and buy all this cool stuff. Now, yes, I know I pulled this out of the recesses of my basement, and by basement, I mean my closet. But anything new, thank you to you guys. I'm able to go out and grab that with y'all's above and beyond support. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you all are enjoying channel membership, and I appreciate the support. But with that, I think I've yapped enough. Sitting under the lights in the sweater, I'm starting to get a little... So let me get on out of here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I hope you all join me in the next video. Bye! Lane Hutson would be perfectly fine, as well as some other nice rookies from the season. So I'm excited to see what we find, and I'm hoping that... Why does this cut off? Why does this cut off? I need a wider green screen. This drives me so nuts.